Bibia no deal. Bibi bright the bright up. Now me kai bushia for say yeah live on Facebook, YouTube. Enti woje bra obetimi ahwe you on these platforms. And then jumedi my is in doom and if free nyina yi mu free say na essay bibia enti aya na mpani nsem bia o muka say opam ohufo a oto ne beema no ene ya pampam ohufo na ye pampa sa bre no na ewo in a state a edi process eniema no a wafa mu nyina throughout the day nti hunu a ya freeze hunu a wonam mu a wode ball bra ni nyina no you beso die na twie na esan wo die e we kwa physically can twie TV sound no because your life is filled with fear otiase enti uso die kra na ehu na sa bre no ehunu na me kai wo say jumadi say wa woni tua say e Blueprint Health Ghana Limited na jumadi nyina isi omo esre so na Blueprint Health Ghana Limited omo yenie ne abraboni mu ayedin yenu anu me wa abruchiri ni yen kra yeti oman yi mu ansa na wo ba be jai de wo ye na wo di oluma ana say o lady akọ hospital akọdi na bu ka mu kura sa akọ se adade no na Blueprint Health Ghana Limited say menye sa ade ni biem oti ase frɛ omo ewo omo number ne so wo frɛ omo a na ne omo ni nkomo on be ma discount into from na cho mo say history 101 and Kyidomhene ne say from a on be ma very good discount na yare no a enka yesa adade ne de akọ hospital for review any yekusi kurumia ene ehon kro ne ba no post hospital care ni nyina no oma befie no oma ba behwe ye twa ye ho na ye hwie oma agyeton de ye ba ene imagine ye bedomu asuko ni ahwe ne ma etete ya edi ehu ahye me ne umienu ma no ye nkomra.
For Dr. Like in Obetimi from a Mansa Musa History 101 from now. Tiabako Sam Nadachi Uswanya Biaka Anti Asante Anguna just a bibi mama bakosem pia obete History 101 may be to a movie Nana Kyidomhene Yama money ya hinema pia.
Okay, me mamo akwa babiem edeba ene yejumedie so na ye ko ye nimu no ye hwe na ene ye nto yejumedie so na ye hwe ene ye di enkomafa the Antichrist kasa bi a edi ehu ahye enipa mu bebre Alan Sebastian Van Alan the conversation is being held in our local language. I'm not sure you cognizant with it. We do it mostly in our local language, the P. So, pardon me if you can't understand what we are talking about or what we are discussing. But we are discussing the Antichrist and what it means. Who is the Antichrist and where can we see the Antichrist? How can we know this is the Antichrist? That's what we are discussing tonight. Good. Me tuwa ma asem ni so now. Before ye nyina ye behunu se bibi the Antichrist no. Ye nyina ye be ye convert. As in ye converted from your traditional belief system onto your friend Christianity and I say Islam and I say Judaism or whatever religion later what do you but in this context ye Christianity if it's a hot and at the Antichrist concept ni nyina no if free e dey buy. Now before you be convert you will be the word conversion and I say convert. The word convert no. And the biaya na me ni enipa din koma na me say we should be mindful or careful about the words. Into words na ya yenhwe words na nkasa no de aya na kire there is a college words no ti ase. Into conversion ansana ube free se wo ye nananom som said they are omo friend we are traditionalist and I say we will be a we practice our culture to the fullest that ansana ube ba beye Christoni and asen kremoni no ye will be a yes we convert ya convert from belief system no into the new religion. I remember Teresa Collins over pa me mwajo mwakwaba ayejo so ya brechuba ya me mwajo mwakwaba enti convert ni yenhwe what it means. The kasa will be ya convert will be another conversioner. Kasa mienu ena yaka bom conversion. Enti yenhwe kasa mienu no ayaka bom no na yenhwe de enti a enam so a ya be convert enam so ama ya brabo ehu ene adeso na de aba be so. First, two words, con and the version. The con and the version. Let us look at the word con. The word con means deprived of by deceit. Con. Con means deprived of by deceit. What you say? Enti say kase ye con ni obi a conversion no. The first three letters need the kind which is the con no, means to deprive of by deceit. Enti ansa na wo ba beje esum ni kura tum no. You were deprived of and no kura wo esum ni manase what is hidden behind the religion. What I say you were deprived of it. Enti you were deceived into going into that religion. Ya sama cameraman and then away. What did I say? Aha. And I share conversion. Version. Okay, so version. An interpretation of a matter from a particular viewpoint. An interpretation of a matter from a particular viewpoint. Enti network nenye. Okay, network. Oh, I don't know why. Enti conversion ni nyina no. Conversion ni nyina no de ye pa kira ne se ye de nada. O ti ase ye de nada ne da dawo. Atwe wa firi wo nim de ene wonti ase ho. E de wa ba nipa na wo da dawo no. Ono na dwene. O ti ase ono ni viewpoint. Say de ono no na dwene ye no no. Ene ono pese wo de enada ne mrade to. Atwe wo firi de wo ti ase ne ho. What you say? And to become a convert, no, one, you have to understand that you've been deceived. You've been deceived into accepting what you now accept or believe that is the truth. No, you were deceived. You deceive ye. You de nada and the dada ye. You na ye beji esum tu. What you say? If there's somebody be ane ye can't actually no. Sabi you say neya ye ni da ho neya ya adwini mu da ho fine no. And somebody be wo mo catch ye sabi you. You rather someone in the padaseni biano or the ontiasie. Enti one to conversion. Say you convert from Osuma and I say your culture and I say your belief system into Christianity and I say Islam. No, it means you are being deceived. Ye de nada and a year. You say it one crane babe convert no. All crane babe convert no knew what they were doing. They knew say and ya no crep pine so no more fashion. What you say. And until the conversion, and say we should understand the language and the etymology. Baby, a kasa ni free ba. Any kasa na sechira ansana. Said you nsem ni bi wo ha. Ya die the good. Na ye kwa ye nim na ansana. Ye beko na ye main topic ne so no. Obi busa me question. Na me ka the positive affirmation. Kwan ya wo betimi akasa Bible ne se wo bom paya. Gidi se aye adwuma. Oti ase. Enya ochena se gidi empire na wo boy no which empire no in this context means meditation gidi sade no a wo ye no ankasa no aye yie chese enya afi na ebe ye yie o aye yie a chese wo di hu mfa so na na obi busa me se Japan openi kese me mo adwomo akwaba na obi busa me se na positive affirmation no nana me de kra na metimi aye amana ye niye aya na obi busa me nkomo we privately ya na me pese me be di hu nkomo e wodwam se de be ya nipa dodo na so ebetimi ate ase bi na yɛhwɛ ade bi o won say your root chakra no eno na openi kese kwa me fuya manfo eno na in the 7 energy centers no eno na me fa ne say the vibration e wo low what you say eno na nka me fa say tumi a wunya free mu anase emwa edi free mu ebre wo no eno na e wo form what you say enti eno ye I am what you say enti nka no na affirmation be I am wealthy what you say and I say I am industrious and I say I am this what you say I am that I am this I am what you say but I no affirmation because the energy centers no na the frequency lower than all the frequencies enti emma your affirmation you know emantem ade no anka say ye jasu nanka wo de ye bibi wo ti ase ye de adwade ye de asade so de aye ade hu na e papa ye ni hiamwa free odomankoma nchen wo ti ase odomankoma is nature what you say any ye hia ade free odomankoma nchen ti sabio ye hia na ni manimu ya enti I am no which is representing the root chakra no emma ne mantem what you say mami poku ya kakari mpk me tell on catch pacho bibia boko there nice one enti yan show one said the sacred chakra no which is the second chakra no or the second energy center no and no ye I feel what you say I feel wealth or I feel abundance around me. I feel it. What you say? I feel it. And when you feel something, it means the thing is with you. What you say? Enti ebia all the chakras ni ewo bia ne said you commanding no ene ne ye ententem jasu ama what you say? The solar plexus ni I do. What you say? I do. Enti I do know what you say that I'm wealthy. I do know that I have abundance. What you say? So I do know it. I know it. What you say? Minim same or the four. Minim say you me nyo hiani. Minim what you say? And at the heart chakra no for love. What you say? I love wealth. Agosia kunado sagi. Nice one. I what you say? I love what you say. I love wealth. I love what you say. The things that you love, no about one change. What you say? And at the throat chakra, no. I speak what you say. I speak wealth. What you say? I speak into abundance. What you say? Me kasama ni ye juma. Me kasama ni ben. What you say? And at the third eye chakra, no. For seeing. What you say? I see wealth around me. You see what you say? You are supposed to see them around you. But what do when physical any na wunhu the minute what do we any be you can see say and your man when you are bri we are say they are all around you and within you what you say it is the third eye chakra it is I see I see wealth I see about a minimum what you say and the last one which is the crown chakra I understand how to attract wealth. What you say? I understand how easy wealth can be made. Me say how easy. What you the Bible they say? The Christopher Bible they say. Sabiu nyame sanu nshira enema onipa ye odefo obradwuma. What you say? Wo pa no emfa bi meka ho. What you say? Until you have to understand this. You have to understand this. What you say? Understand that you are wealthy. You understand the minute you understand. Say who you will be, who you are the woman. No, that brain no na de. Say one sakana. Now one second. Everything is here in the mind. Now and no and nam so and a day ba. Jim Shark. And she. I wouldn't say me who senior tax collector ache. And then we are metoning Granama said and hotel. Enti, yes, I share away. And a nipa binum enim. Na make a nipa binumua. Na me chero. In nipa noa. Ye free one the Antichrist. Now, ye koi. Na ye share. Oh, the video is delaying. Oh, the bright upon M say and a network name M Wakra. A network name M and a network, and I don't know why it's messing up. Vodafone, me pacho munye bibi my na network ema delay. Mo check YouTube name so mami say YouTube name so sa na YouTube enso ya. One I show YouTube name so check YouTube name mami say delays are very very unfortunate, but you better ask my yedi nkomo good. We na ede enkomo yi eba ade a ye frɛ no Antichrist anase okọ yenuanom nkramufoɔ esum ni mu a wo mo se the deja nim se me pronounce ni here Arabic kasa na me o just say but me na spell ya mamode DAJJAL o just say ha na just say the deceiver nipa na wo the odadaafo no in the Bible no me yeti ase say the Antichrist na odadaafo na yenhwe aya na kasa no enkomo ne yedi a me se yenhwe kasa no be bia efri ene na se kire o ti ase eno okay there is a call is say network ni okay good ene ento aso na me da say obaba enti yenhwe kasa no be bia efri the word anti simply means against. What I say against or not in support or opposed to. Enti enkase ene MPP ne wa ban mu na NDC ene ye opposition no. Enka ye betimi aka say okay ni amata announcing YouTube better. Good. Okay, YouTube you better good. Or you opposed to government and I say or you opposition to government overclocker. The clock no the second hand no take the TikTok no kwa from started they call anti-clockwise meaning akwasi wusu ni mo adomo akwaba what the anti-clockwise means it is going and you anti a wolf you anti asem na making now what is Christ and then Christ nipa bebre no agi ho achinye ye nuanom for e dey ato the Christ and I said the word Christ ne so na nam so e di hu bebre aba be hye kristofo emu eno etitiriw egina so okay kwasi my network na minim de ntia my network ne yes akra I don't know but almost YouTube ne better enti as a Facebook my problem I think a bit me migrate to the YouTube still na Kyidomhene on YouTube anyways enti yen check YouTube ne so almost YouTube ne run smooth yen hwe enti Antichrist ye obi a enipa bi anase ade bia no a ye against Christ me pa cho you Antichrist ade bia whether physical spiritual bibia against and oppose Christ is the mummification physically in the mummification of the mummies say enipa wu a na the ancient Egyptians ne gidi say ne nipa wu a omuye say the impoyen nananom a te Ghana hai ye nyina ye so ye gidi say enipa wu a wo muye de enti a aya nananom yi mpaye na ye frɛ ensamafo na ye acknowledging samafo say ye gidi say wo muye feel o ma free this physical plane but they exist in the spiritual realm and the network near very poor move me me akra no me feel it from here because me monitor from me Facebook ne sokra no dragesa from Facebook and I don't know why it is doing that but near my YouTube ne yenti no yen monitor from the YouTube and yen koyeni enti the ancient Egyptians no na the KRST which is the crass no ifriba now I yenko YouTube ne yenko YouTube ne good yenko YouTube class captain Glenn to say network. Yeah, so that is a network grabber. Glenn, we need the ATR. We need the ATR. And then Vodafone for. Yes, sir. We need the ATR more, yes, sir. But anyways, we best here. We move. We move 80. Ye movie. Now, the KRST, and I say the Christ consciousness, no. And say, Wusha, my main kind idea, Kakrebia, a branch I a friend, Gerard Massey. Gerard Massey, actually, book, what you need the Natural Genesis, Volume 2. What you book here in 1883. 1883. Now, my main kind bibi kakra from Nasimua, what they said the true root of the name Messiah is the ancient Egyptian name Mes, which denotes birth and rebirth. Enti Abrantia, your friend Gerard Massey, and in 1883, which they must say, Empo Edin Messiah no krano. The origin, if with the ancient Egyptian word Mes. Now, ancient Egyptian word Mes no ababe Messiah no. Na ejina homa nka ene ye befre no de wahini wu a next of kin de wahini wu a ono na wo ba bedi ade wuti ase de wahini wu a ono na wo ba bedi ade eti de wahini wu a ono wo ba bedi ade no wo gina ho physically ema wahini ni wu a ne rebirth wuti ase wahini we kwa we na e ba besi na name eti ono na ye the Messiah the mess good. And now we understand say these two words anti any Messiah no sabio enye enipadi and anti anase Christ anti any Christ no wo munye nipa na emum a process a ye di enipa ya adwen efa so what ase a process as enipa ewu a mummification process na the ancient Egyptians no e de fa so and no enanchen no. What is Christ? Again, in the Bible there's a character called Jesus. In the Bible, there is a character called Jesus. In the Bible, there are so many characters. It doesn't mean say they existed. It doesn't mean say enchre say womu ye nipa bia womu benante ati asefo asasi so. Marvin Smith, die me pesa me kire wo ne say ensem bi wo ho a ye ka kire wo in the form of an ansesem. Sabio wo ye bibini ba enti anansesem de sesa wo ti ase. Ye di Jesus ejina ho ema character bi ti se kwaku ananse anase Hercules oti ase aha na ye di Jesus ejina ho ma ye Jesus no ene ye character wono wo kire adasan e kwan a omo be fa so a omo betimi aye Christ oti ase and your root chakra your crown chakra no and no ene ye Christ no ene ye the Christ consciousness no what I say the minute o crown chakra no be activate no that is when we say you are accessing the Christ consciousness and I say the high consciousness which we call God and in the Bible ne say Jesus and I say Jesus Christ oni onyankopon ye back what I say I and my Father are one because the Christ consciousness now here come once which is the crown chakra now they activate here. You assess what we call the high consciousness. The Christopher friend unyankopon no. What you say? And I say God no good. E kwan ben na nipa be fa so a. Obefa so obetimi assess this Christ within us, the Christ within, not the Christ without. Christ now wo ye mu no. E kwan ben na nipa be fa so obetimi assess. E kwan ye nipa be fa so a obetimi ehunu Christ. And I say, obetimi ayese Christ. And I say, obetimi enya Christ ehun faso. And I say, obetimi ayese Christ. And he say, obetimi onam ekwan so a your friend meditation. Bless you, Yastaga. Onam meditation. 1. Nedidie 2. Nanamo 2 3. Ene na dwendwene. Enema wo dwene efa na adwene mo tia se enema ekoso wo na adwene enema fo imame moso biem 1 your meditation 2 ye ekoso wo adwene mo 3 wadidie mu 4 enema wutie ede akọ wasum ne de wode wani ehwe wote ase good into your surroundings. Richard Nana Kwaku ampedu memo ajo enti saa niema na eboa ema wonam so a wobetimi ayese Christ and say wobetimi access the Christ within you and say wobetimi aye the Christ consciousness what we they call the Christ consciousness and say wa access Onyankopon tumi and say wobeba be yes Onyankopon what you say Onyankopon say boy say so now say now no ye share na me kire say obi say who is even God? God is you, me, and everything that you see around us. God is everything that you see experiencing itself. What you say, Indeed, we are not separate from God. One thing, a whole. It is a. But the only one in who know, adie bakwa. Ya chichi. What you say? Florence, usu me who ye pana pacha so who ye there. Good. Now we know, na one me ba bebu bo mu din se one na ye Antichrist. Womu nim se enipa otwere di ampo Nyankopon no e na waye wo se de wo ye wo no se de be ye wo behunu wo no ani tumi no a wa create no how to experience it ninti no enipa hunu se wonam sa de we so pe e na wo betimi access the highest consciousness which they call God or Jesus Christ or whatever it is ninti yensi wo ho kwan. Yes, means we are preventing you. We are against you. We are anti you activating your Christ consciousness. What I say? In the that is where the indoctrinations comes in. That is where Ediani would eba in. Enipa, we need pediane say that we need pediane to say car engine. Minu akwasi wusu is Bismarck ewo network iso na said 2 weeks ago minu ye mechanic nye kwanchan mechanical wako school na akusua ade no what you say na wodi practical de wo ye wo bia wonim ye wo ka ho asem na menene call ye na ye di engine ho asem enkomo na wo kire me say ya na engine oils ni bi kura no a ye digu ye car ni mu a te se bia SW 20 ni ye no Florence me pacho mi wi a me de be ma wadaroma I mi wi a eti opa send me message wo me DM na mi wi a na me de amago e na wo kire me say won say car na wo Europe and America e bia nka me car yi Honda nka omu use SW 20 and e digu because omu weather no fairly cold. What you say? Say winter ne kura beba. Eba for abosomi miensa bi na aye den na ejai. Sorry, so summer ne kura beba e hyew ne beba no. Eba for just for 3 months bi na ejai what you say nti. Omo weather na fairly cold. E na omo kura omo hyew no. Eye humidity ne na ya na emframa na ase eni womo ehyew ni muti ase na ma ehyew ne kosoro enti no wode omo oil no omo di gum no e compare nka oil asase yen yedi an ka no omo anya ama yen womo no omo aye omo ka etwi e na yen yakoto bi ba bitwi enti wo kofa sa oil no which is thin oil no e very thin e di gum mu a wo ha say no ewia e bon kra ye different wia no e hye na sa ba beka engine nti ma oil ne kura na ne be ye more lighter anti friction and asa wear and tear no a enka oil ne prevent from the engine no ube say anti mean preventing the engine no sa enka time asa say engine didi no engine nti mean this a engine anka e wo Europe a ke betimi adi be 30 years ansa na asai no afi the engine ni ba Africa engine ni be 3 months any 2 years 5 years 10 years na fe the engine A2 musie because oil no ye de baha yentimi interpret yentimi enhwe weather no yentimi recommend oil asese yesesa na ye de ba good na sa nkomo we na me de twi wan adwene abaso se wu ni padua na e wo ho no eti se car ni engine no what you say car ni engine ehia water ehia oil se wo provide sa niema we mienu e de ma engine no na se e perfect ma engine no a engine be running saa engine no enya problem bigi dis mechanical engineer bia wo hwe me ebeji saa ma asem ya make ya to saa na wo nipadua no a ewo ho no eno nso ehia 90 essential minerals ehia 16 vitamins what you say and ehia 2 fatty acids and all that and sana enipa wo nipadua no etimi a function properly ayadwuma kama ayare bia emmemu ti ase wu se bia eda na akwan mu kama saa na wo nipadua no hia saa na onyankopon ahyehyɛ no sɛ de onipa na wo ye car no eso hyehyɛ ne sɛ car ne behia oil ebehia water ebehia we ni we ansa na etimi a function saa na otwe di ampo onyankopon no so hyehyɛ wo nipadua ne sɛ you will need these essential minerals and what you say vitamins 16 what you say 16 vitamins and all that to function properly. Now we na wo kan ya Christopher Bible no a kire say yeni aduaba no na yen fa na hahan no elsa yare ntinka enuaba no a ewo around us no eno na yedi a provide these essential minerals any vitamins any acid fatty na what you say ama body no na ka body na timi a function properly what you say body na timi a function properly na afa de ye pese ye de nipadua na ye bia no ye timi aye na we ena enipa ehunu nti since 1930 eba no enipa hunu se aduane a nipa die no esa yare na aduane a nipa die no eboa emenipa adwene mu eda ho fan enti enipa starte se o twiki enipa yaduane a yedie yaduane no a yedie no enti yaduane a yedie fiti 1930 eba no yebenya ade bi a yefre no insecticide spray ena yebenya chese spray chemicals a yedigu enuaba so na de yewura afini se saa chemicals ya yedigu enuaba isu no plant na absorb these chemicals na saa chemicals ni yedia se plant na say fruit no absorb these chemicals into them dia na wadwene ye wo sese yedi saa fruit na say yedi saa vegetables na say plant na saa chemicals na fruit na absorb no wadwene ye wo se ehefa na beko one it is coming into us eba yemu na eba yemu a eba behinda eba be say yenyini I so na there to class captain cars le fra broach le ba ha say ya enema bebre wo ho a what you say ti say car dey say ba bedu a thermostat ne class say wo hwe na thermostat ne ye check thermostat ne ma because the conditions ewo abrochire ni ha say no ni nyina ye different ne ma bi wo ho a e bi a tie ni kure gu car na se no na bi a winter ties e na gu car na se what you say enti e ba ha say bi a wunya all season what you say ena udigu ase anase enema bebre nti winter tire egu ka ase a wode nam awia gradadada isu ise eti ufri se awia yi shini wo tai enkopai ema hunkonkonya akwanhia wo kwan so for lack of knowledge my people perish eti nimdie eya ade a sese ye pe now this food nutrients eya ade a enka originally o trade aponyankopon abone se emra dipadua nim nanka body no enyusu as fuel and water na emfa enhihye body no anase nipadua ne kama now ye nyina ye nya ye ho ntiase se ansa na ye betimi abeye se Christ no everything is within us ansa na ye betimi abeye Christ no everything is within us enti say everything is within us there let us start by poisoning what is within you what you say yen hyase na yen poison ye ewo wumu no a enam so a ebetimi ama wa ba be Christ anase ebetimi ama wa ba be attain the Christ consciousness no ye ni kan enfefin kan no ye ni kan ensi ano kwan ye ni kan enblock no we should be the anti to that Christ what you say we should be against it what you say anti say me bana me be catch that will say minim se wa opinion gland no which is the third eye no eno na ebia eno ne bia enam so a wobetimi a crown o chakras ni nyina na watimi attain the Christ consciousness no eno nti mehunu sese saade no e classify a se ye de dompe edura ho a tie o na meni wudi ni yo Antichrist na me kire wo no saa wani no a Bible ne ka kire wo se wani eye baako a kanea ene ebe hyerɛn wo nipadua ne mu nyina no saa wani no Antichrist na hunu se saa wani no na bie pɛ wobetimi ahunu the Christ consciousness na say wobehunu onyankopon ana say wobeyesu onyankopon no nti no saa de no yentum pono what I say yentum pono na kwa ba ne ebe fa so atum pono what I say how are we going to block you from accessing the third eye now so aba yes a Christ. That is the idea. Sorry no awoko when you abre na awoko ni nyina ne say you want to be Christ like, you want to become like Christ. What you say? Enti yesi hu kwan ba na ye befa so we have to classify it. Say ye di dompe e shem ye mani ko she dompem e ko she dompem a enti imagine wani we si etimi di dompe e kata wani hu a say ye fra wani o wani ni entimi enhu ade biem. And the idea is to calcify your brain, your pineal gland. Na se me ba, na me begina wanim say, as a moya, the fluoride. Na fluoride na me de ma no. E ba be calcify with third eye, and I say pineal gland, and I say, sa eni no a Bible kan ho asem say sa wani ni bia, e de kanea ne beba wo nipadua nim no. Me pese me tumu tokura, and I say me tumu hye dem a. Enya de a wobeje enti ye de afra ade no a wodi twitwi use no what you say ade no a wodi twitwi use no eye wo toothpaste e kwan be na mefa so a metimi aka kire wa mo waje adi say jai e kwan na wonam so a wodi twitwi use no because the idea the Antichrist is the deceiver. Antichrist no wo buy so wo ba bedada no de wako say you meboa sana yinira ye pa sorry no sana ye ka kire ye the Antichrist is here to deceive us and lead us into servitude and I say or say ye moti ase enti enipa no a wonim se wani ni so a wani no na eboa wa mo wakunu wahunu kan akọ wanim no wonim se ye to third eye ni mu anase opinion gland ni mu a isumadu abrabom enunti ana wo ka kire wo say body tire senior wa beku Dovito wa do mo akwa enti no ka kire wo say body tire eni jabidie no a wodi twitwi wo se no enye ma ebe ma wo se apro one se obi ka kire wo say bidie eni body tire wodi twitwi wo se a ebe ma wo se apro a one enipa no wo deceive wo meboa. If we say yaba be hunu say bidie kura no eyi poison ifri adiem enti nka bidie no a wodi twitwi use no every poison a nka ewo wanum anase ebi anka wo mene bi kura ko wo yem anka sa poison no nka sa bidie no eyi afrim woti ase meje so boss woti ase nka wo de body tray no e na poison kura wo mu a because wo de active charcoal ya bidie e na afa no who ya champion saa de na ewo mu eye poison na ka ebe ha me no bidie no eyi afrim enti saa na tie de a bidie no ma yen deceive you. The Antichrist is here to deceive you. That is what the Antichrist is here for, to deceive you against yourself, to deprive you from self-knowledge. What you say, man, know thyself. What you say? The Antichrist is here to deceive you. The Antichrist no say you and yet will be our sincere more. What we all should understand is, as ye nipan yesaya hum. It is your perception said the Antichrist no ye hum. Ampa mimi ameti hey me nipa nam sa ye hum. What you say? It your perception says the Antichrist no ebi o ye hum bi no o ya. Yes, o ye hum de ba o sa ye nipa. What you say? It is say what jai bidie yusu. If you say akachira will say Antichrist no akachira will say. And who are these Antichrist? The Antichrist no your government. Aban Antichrist. If you say Eba say till your government. And when I'm talking about government, I'm not referring to NPP and I say NDC. Whoever is in charge. The reason why you who are dancing for omon to abano and a mature. Reason why? Because they have the belief say abide decisions are all take it beyond a contrary. What I say it goes against and chile nipa wonam so a ebeboa mu ahunu wonyankopon anase ebeboa wa ma wa ateni what we call the Christ consciousness. Aban na gitu mu say ye use fluoride entry esen. Aban agency a friend FDA, the Food and Drugs Authority. And the tena say no mo gitu mu say fluoride ema enipa se cavity e wo osimu o. Barisa Rolando say ebo su openike say mo adom akwaba. Cavity ewa usimu se bibi wa usimu e test near a buying agency which is the FDA. The FDA no works for Abine. Abine is an antichrist. What I say? Now, Abine Timia Abine through so many agencies then Abine belonging to Abine no local Abine no belong to the international Abine which is the UN, the UNESCO, the UNICEF, the World Health Organization, and it's idea way na. What by belonging to this Abai Kesieno? What I say? A hot and an Antichrist is sending in a free bar. Now, Kwame, your image no, I already are. Your image na already are. Me ba chremu image bi. Ewo when you see how. Image no, me ba chreno. Image no representing a niema mienu. Images na me ba chere no representing two things. Na images no amechire. Baaku ejina homa yenuanom LGBT kilfo. What I say yenuanom LGBT kilfo. Ena baaku ensu ejina homa your 7 energy centers. And your 7 energy centers, no, described with colors. What I say? Described with colors. Described with colors. And it's an image in the eba when you swear. Ube wunu say, ube say purple and what I say not light, red and what I say. The root chakra no a koko. What I say the root chakra no a koko. Kwame jumana wo de images no aba na mwatimi ahu ni yenka sese me project from my phone ba ya na me pese me di images ni mienu nyina eto ho side by side na me di paint picture na e kire na wahu no de me kire no ye good enti yento aso image ni ye ready a na ma kire o se de me pen me kire no e ho ase good enti sa pani wamunim o ti ase wamunim se aduane bi wo ho a enye ma wo nipadua two energy centers ni matu mupuno. What I say? Images bi wo ho a hu won wani su a. Images bi wo a hu wani su a. E affect wo third eye no. Hwe ma me kire wade. Your third eye ni de enti a empani say ye sun gazing and sun gazing ne kura no. Sun gazing no e ya de a se opinion gland no and say wo third eye na wo nam so a wo betimi dey activate what we call the Christ consciousness and I say nam so abemo wa hunu Christ and I say oba be Christ no sa third eye na say the third eye chakra no say emu ato a yetimi di awia what I say yetimi di awia ebie no if you say awia no a ye di yani hwe no yani no won say as a glass bi da yani ni so sa yani no wiano reflect was a glass na da yanini so no a interpret wiano rays no into the colors no a ebeye the energy centers no which is the rainbow colors. What you say? Enti rainbow what dia wo pa so kanea eto ahwehwe bia no glass ano na glass na and reflect it into an object. To be say I created the rainbow the colors no. What I say rainbow colors no. Into rainbow no. It is created out of the firmament no. Genesis eka ho asem what I say firmament na separated the waters no. Insuo no a except you yet insuo. Yet insuo. What I say etini nyina ye enada. What I say to close down your mind and your third eye. Said the beya wuntimi man may say Christ. What I say these are the people, or these are the entities or the Antichrist. Entities out here sorry them. Now I junior will say Sabio me na meti ha me ni wudi nkomo me na me Antichrist that there be o software Antichrist. If it's a software catch that will say bompaye ye dede I say, Usofo catch now say, Bompayo, ye dedo, tiemu. Meanwhile, the Bible ne catch will say, How person of Bompaya ko shame PM. Emphatic. So person of Bompaya ko shame PM. Na two. Na Bompaya na wana ye dede. Kofi Matthew. Yes, say ubo ni pedina we hunua. Na asemwe si ampao. Kofi na adwane ye meka sanka mi wi a me frɛ senior tax manager na Kofi na adwane good enti on your screen the energy centers no me ba cho uhunu wo screen so a na kyerɛ the energy centers no na kyerɛ from the down no the root chakra na ɛtoa so the sacral chakra na the solar plexus na the heart na the truth, na the third eye, na the crown chakra. Now, what you you carefully. One will say there, nature, we trade the ampo nyankopon. One nam ni 2 meaning in nyansa, so one will say the washisha at the end with the colors blue. See a nipa. We didn't create colors, so color, it was nature. Into all these colors, Ruben will say flowers, your flowers are. Medase Kofi. Ube see your flowers are these colors. What I say, enti nye obi na the colors we have we as you. Colors ne wo hodada. In nature and I provided these colors. And if say the colors need you. Now kwame me pacho memorize the colors no. Red ewo down. Purple ewo top. Red ewo down. Purple ewo top. Me pacho Kwame mienhwe yenuanom LGBTQ for de no. On your screen yenuanom LGBTQ for die na wo hwe wo screen na hwe omo de ne. One say yenuanom LGBTQ for de no. Red no ewo soro. Kwame red no ewo soro. E na purple no anka. Purple no anka. Enka eno ena represented the highest the crown chakra no tia say eno no ewo down adentia because sa enhihye we Antichrist. It goes against the Christ consciousness. It goes against the process of activating the Christ consciousness. It is the opposed to the Christ consciousness. Now one more pushing this agenda. One with the organizations, the entities are pushing this agenda. The government, the world government. One can be a woman. One can say empunu. I'm going to push this agenda. The whole idea, the whole concept of Antichrist now. Sabio ebo yehu ehuna yen. I said it is here with us. The Antichrist is here with us. And just say Antichrist na fe no oba bebo. Na wo di ni dwuma free tete. Wo di ni dwuma free tete. Na on say the biya na me ka say asori no minim ha wa asofo no Bible no mo kan ne fa. What I say? Minim how Bible no mo kan ne fa. Software bi. Minim nhyia da. Minim your friend Pastor Obed Ade. Ai. Me pesofo na sem. Ai. Minim se munim na Pastor Obed Ade. Ai. Me pesofo na sem minim sense. O sua de. Opani ni sua de. Minim sa de no wasua wie dia. O sua de wasua wie dia anka. Sase o jai asore no. Se my broadcast, ye mo adum amakaba. What you say? Eka mi nua pani no anase me bra pani no. Ti wasua na ade awie dia. Omra me ka na Kyidomhene ho. Na ye nka no kore no enkyere nipa. Na me hwe papa ne video baako. Na ya asem bia da bia me kana na wo ka kire na asore mana na se wona na oni omo di nkomo ne se. The word bit is chemistry. Chemistry. Eye the combination of chemet mysteries. The chemetic mysteries. What I say the chemetic mysteries. What I say the chemet mystery systems no. Ena akwesi bruni eba ya wo sua no. What you need chemistry. What I say? It is the mystery systems. The mystery system of chemet no. And a better than chemistry. There's nothing evil about it too. Now the only say you have to be indoctrinated. What I say? When you become knowledgeable, you become powerful. When you become knowledgeable, you become powerful. And obiam person obey dealing with powerful people. The idea is to dumb us down, to turn us into sheep. In the process of turning us into sheep, no, they need a shepherd. They need a shepherd. And who is going to be the shepherd to lead the flocks? Shepherd no eye or software me boa. The good shepherd no eye or software no. Na me boa mami muso asem. O software ni a good shepherd da. Won unyan na wo yen wo mo wo yen wo mo de o makohe. Wo yen wo mo for the slaughter. What I say? Enyan no a wo yen wo mo no. Wo yen enyan no for the slaughter. Enti wo software na wo yen the good shepherd no. Yes, so you're the good shepherd. Me won emwa, me won nantwie. What I say? Enye se enantwie no na me pe o masem keke. Eti na me di misika koto nantwie abegu a me yen wo mu no. Enra fulani ni frame. Se enantwie ni bi nan aye kuro nsensu ototo saa na. Ebi o mu kodidi 90. Omo nan aye kuro. Or see me sending the 200 cedis no venko dru. En venko wo mwa no. Enye sa mwa ne ho na ye me feti na me sending 200 cedis no. Me ye mwa ne de o makoma yanka. Ami yakokum mwa no. Until you may call me a good shepherd and I say a good herdsman because I'm providing for the cattle, I'm providing for the sheep. But the idea, the brain behind me, mwa ne de o munimo. Emwane de omuhumia omani ajeso omura na aba no eti wo ti aso dem wo osofo a me osofo me de osofo ani monyam na ye mani monyam odi but the idea is osofo is leading you to the slaughter. What I say de mi na ntwie no me ye omunam de omakoma yanka na no me koton me na ntwie baako omu bu me de na ntwie kakaka o me ton we kurase kwa omuma me 10,000. Na me here ska dia ya de. Na me je kamenge. What I say? Omo me ton na ntwe ni ma omo no. Me ton ni ma omo anom de ne call ma yanka o. What I say? Anom de ne call ma yanka. Elon koku no na salad no. Ye nuanom nkremofo no a wo mo ensem ni bi omo so antimi ankum aboa wo fie no. Am koto obi kwa we ye. Sa na ntwie no na adwene ye ne se na Kyidomhene koto ne baaye se me ba benye ne de na ko heaven dia ene ba job by this time o che fuse na yem o ja se fuse na we no into that mentality say o sofo na wonu lead you to heaven no there be that is not true o sofo ye part of the agenda or a part of the Antichrist. Now, yes, that's how it is. Politicians and they create what we now call the known religions. What I say, religion means religio, to connect. What I say, to connect with what? To connect to the source. What I say, and what is the source? The source is God, and I say the single consciousness, and I say the highest consciousness now. Air control bibia to connect back to it. That is the meaning of religion. Now, politicians and these known religions, these known God, people were not connecting to the source. Everybody was connecting to the source through onuani means, and I said means that are available to them. What did I mention? I say, I had to say, said you person or car bruchiri. So person or car bruchiri. Na se wuni aeroplane. Na wo ship wa. Say no answer wo do ship na kosi nsuo so. Na no ana wo ko aname boa. Sa so na ene ye nuanom a etwi car e di free Ghana e ko abruchiri. Oma me ehunu se car kra na wo nso a wo car no wutena mu na wo hu bibia wutimi tena mu pua na wo ye de na wo ko enti ni a wo behia no you have it. And no na sa nkrofo na me frɛ o Antichrist amabobo mu din akire wo mu nim se sa de no wo dada, so they want to deprive you of it. Now the idea is say ye be ka kire wo say ye gi sa de na free won sam, ye gi sa tumi na free won sam a obi ani wo beti ase, and you have to be conversion, and the conversion means say ye deceive you. The con in the version means to deceive the person. What I say, eti ye deceive you say ja nsagu nye eye bone na bra sorry. Na sorry no na wonam so a wo de be ko heaven. Meanwhile, the Bible ne kura ka kire wo say e bra ye ko heaven no, which is the Christ consciousness no, the heaven within us no. Ye shall see free him for sorry fee. If it's a sorry fee one Antichrist no, agent ba ko tie, which is the soft one. Na ye shall see free wa. One ye behunu no. Aha! Elijah Paul said that the anything. Enti wo anu a wo ka no kora kire nipa se. Bibia wo hwehwe bia no. Wo Nyankopon no a wo ye agya batampa no. Wo de adua wo ne ye frɛ wo Nyankopon batampa. Aya na enipa bi nti ase. Obatampa Nyankopon enya Kristofo na de obatampa etu wo Nyankopon. Even the name Onyankopon is not a Christian name. Sabio ye frɛ ya abosomsomfo no. Ye ne ye kwan ne ye ne create sa name Onyankopon no a ene ye Kristofo use no. Edin no wo hodada before a Kristofo eba. Ye frɛ Onyankopon oba time pa. If we say oba time papa bia no will provide ye ne ma ebehia e de mo. What I say? Enti nananom nso ehunu se Onyankopon wo twere di ampon no kwasi ata wa provide bibia yen nipa ebehia on this physical planes no e de amayen wa provide ni nyina de amayen e wo ye mu dada die eni ye mu no, it is all around us. What I say, the opinion ni bie ya adwene mu a we can access it. Yen twa ye ho na ye to ade mra ye ba na afi de ye ndomu asuko na afi ye wrap it up ye komna na ye ba asem no ye didi nyina asem say ye over 1 hour. Okay, what I say, good. The utini ema bi ase a. Utini ema bi ase a. Me gidi say we are seen by a mrama. Now, yan share the bio. And near ma Antichrist ni bi na mebo boss wa ma yo. Yan bibi to say movies. Ebia, why didn't cause ye? But movies a tool to move ideas. And then may simplify things for you to understand. And here maybe movies a tool to move ideas. Entiwasha and niema bia akosu wo wi ase bia no ye wo hu movie wo ho. Niema bia a wodi wani ehwe a AC around you. There eye war. There de yare ba. Even COVID, even before COVID-19, there were movies na about the coronavirus. There were movies na about quarantine. There were movies na what you say. And these movies was used to move those ideas. What you say, ideas no one me from Antichrist no. And one me from Antichrist. What say? Juma kuo ni nyina no. One na sa studios akese ne Hollywood, any production house, music production houses ni nyina. One na ye omo dia o. They own all of them. All of them. Universities akese wo wi ase. Woman na contribute to the university. Research ayebeye wo university wo nyina. Woman na di omusika eba. Enti say ye kachira wo say ye pesa wo ye research. Na wo be kachira wiase nyina say coconut oil enya. Ye kachira say koye research. Na be kachira wiase nyina kubanwa say kubanwa enye. Kubanwa aye nananom nzemafo edi bibia nye wo mu no. All of a sudden afa de ye si aye nhwehwemu na afa de ye hunu se kube anwanye. Me say obi a ne ba ewo autism. Takwara no wanyini awie dia I don't know but takwara ne wo autism. Na se woni mfie du. Na diane a wo di se salad na wo yama no ene sa de na aya fa coconut oil efra oti ase nientia once me kire wo Antichrist na mo hunu Antichrist no ekwan a wo fa so aye na adwuma o empani nim se enipa ya adwene no edi fat pa o ai nipa ya adwene no e consume fat. But the fat now, you have been consuming should be a healthy fat. Healthy fat. Na kubanwa one of the healthiest fats a ubetimi enya. Ai kubanwa no. No se kube no, edwan na wo di gu awia ne so kra na wo di ade esi ase a. Wo di gu sieve so na wo di ade esi ase a. Awia no. Ya kubanwa bo ade wo Europe, kubanwa de. Kubanwa de mama Teresa Collins kubanwa de ye kuro ma na nka efu se ope bi atokora wunya bi efri se ye nyam panimfo nsem ya me ken yensu ye local FDA su gi tumu o an arm of government agi tumu se kubanwa nya ni jadi na fe de kokodi corn oil kokodi anwa ebe mu wa adwene nada anwa ebe akoda wa adwene mu nipa no enim Antichrist no ba so wo bewia no wakum no asai ti niema ebe kum ebe sewo ebe wia wo efri wan kasa wo ema wo hunu ho nko ana Antichrist introduce kire wo wo dey ase eniema ebe sewo ekoba ne sei ena cigarette illegal. Said the idea adwene nyina is not to destroy you from within. Adena cigarette. Yama ho kwan say yenton e wo store. Alcohol. The word alcohol, aku, comes from the Arabic, which means killer of the soul. It's not a good thing. And ya de pa, tini a different somewhere. And then alcohol, legal. Na ye ma ho kwan bo ho dawuru. Ye bo ho dawuru on TV and on radio. Adentia. Wo be ba ko hwe no. Na FDA asan ase FDA approved sekokonom alcohol no. Cigarette na FDA until the FDA is not there to protect you. It is a wide you say FDA ditum dia. I Japan. What I say wide you say say nyuma we nyina e wo ho say ba bebo wa da bi. Eni ho say ba bebo wa da. If it's a wo say ba bebo wa Sabio, you don't even need painkillers. Who a doctor, busan doctor. So only doctor be e won kita won dia. Ayana me de be a menya kwan be a me doctors be din kita won. Japan we o de yan omo edit. What you say me doc me kwan me doctors be atnasia. Me buso omo questions o. And same be wo doctors betimi aka kire wa. So we begina simpie so no oka ye begye ne krata wo de adwuma no ye begye afiri ni nsama adentia if we say one na can be ewom no one na me frɛ o Antichrist no one na aye san hyehyeye ne nti so wo ka bibia eye against eye contrary to wo mon hyehyeye ne pe ye odi adwuma no ye begye afiri eti we na sese ni party ase no hunu sese ye kasa Antichrist one enya hunhun bia sabio wo sensen ba bia ne hunhun bia oti ase wo ba da bi eye the institutions are ewiase are creating no that institutions no eno na ye Antichrist no na de mema wa adwen akoso ne se em se na me twwa na me ka se bi na me refi ye na me twe wa adwan akoso ne say politicians and they create what we now call religion or the known religions. They are politicians and they create. Now these politicians no say nay ye nyiwomu nia say nay wo politician na won ne ti won twa ontura e dia na ma wa adwene ye o say some 1,000 years ago politicians no omo de no omo kanokre Richard Edwantwi e dia na ma wa adwene ye o say they are all the same. Yefunu ba kumuma enti se ye na no omudi kura mu from tete no say ye na da nipa ne enfe nipa nko o say yemu. Let us leave the sheep into slaughter. And no omo nam so anu nti no okotena so dem a no willy or no willy no omo frɛ wo sheep no omo frɛ sofo no good shepherd. If we say osofo no call Bible school no the indoctrination and as an entity ya the man no say womra no omra mekere wo say heaven no a enka ewo wumu no they say the ye afri wumu eni wumu biem ye de akwa sensen ba bia e ho na afi na contractors eguso a omusisi adan no a and gold ya ye tutu galamsey ya ye no ne ye de kwa ye ho kwan no say heaven no omse ye de gold na ebe nti galamsey ni ye tutu ne ye de akwa ye ho kwan ne say de be ya a Christopher no be kosa physical heaven ho no makwa ji omani wo ho be pacho between me and this our software no who is the Antichrist ejede edi manu sie no yahunu eniema yahunu say the word anti means against and not opposed and a Christ no enye nipa bi na Christ no something a process where we go through to assess what we call the Christ consciousness. And I say, Unyami to me kesiye pano, which is the one consciousness, as I said, the highest consciousness. I and my Father will become one on when the Christ consciousness, what I say, is activated. Now, yetimi a pass it through the crown chakra. No, na fide ye ni wunyankopon nyina akabo maye back. What I say, and no, and a sorry name person will be hunu kwan. If so hunu sa kwan ne pe, when hunu wunyankopon wi, what I say, wuni wunyankopon edi atentam said ye Jacob, any wunyankopon di atentam e wo pineal gland, head eye. Antichrist consciousness. Ubia woye against meditation. Ubia woye against sun gazing. Nipa bia wo ka kire nipa woye sunglass. Se wo na mawia so ahye sunglass na for protect wani no. Woye antichrist. Nipa no woye enku se wo body no ehia wia no na wo hia sun brand the sun cream said there. Na fasra wo ho na prevent your body ni from awia no. Sa nipa no is the antichrist. E nipa no a wama ho kwan se yenton cigarette ebreko a woye ni hwehwemu no wonim se cigarette smoking is harmful to your health. Now so usika opeso wo ginti no wo se yenton no. Sa nipa no is the antichrist. E nipa no wo sofo na wo gina sorry dem no a wo preach kire wo da bia se wo na nanom ya bronsamfo na ancestral curse enedi wachi abenfo na eye wo no sa nipa no is the antichrist. Wono na ya antichrist enye ubia wo ti ase enti wo hwehwe antichrist na eyaban eye wo sofo any all the institutions wo ti ase all the institutions are eye juma these global powers, the UN, the World Health Organization. One another. So we are Christiania. Bible no ekasa against another. Bible ni chiri akohwie ene ntro. Me pa cho yare yi ba ye ye kan ye nyina ye gu demu. Ensem a empani aka kire ye no. Enya nada na eye nokre. Ensem a empani aka kire ye no eye nokre. Sa enkomo ya me ni wadi. Fakwa adwendwene mu na hwe Nia asofo ne ka kire se wono na ya antichrist no. Aha, sunscreen you. Sunscreen. Ehwehwemu emi obia wo ma ye ehwehwemu ni nim se the number one causer of cancer. But one say the idea antichrist na adwen nyina ne se wo ba besai wo dia say antichrist no Bible no e ka say wo ba besai wo. Na sa agency and the antichrist. Wukwa es wudom wasu kona se wasua history yi a wo be hunu se sa institutions ya mabobo di nyina no ni nyina no e hyase every baby ba akopɛ what you say ni nyina e hyase Rome enti yesi all roads lead to Rome ekwan nyina ekwan bi a wo be hunu bia ni nyina ni kyerɛ Rome ho na ni nyina ye de ekwa akopie enti niema no a wo hunu ye twe san wa brabo no nyina no. The antichrist no and Noah is around you. Those are the things that are controlling you. Even Noah ocean, some medical church say movies is an instrument to move ideas. What you say? Movies now ocean. In the movies no, and I hear a kwanya obefa so aye LGBT. A movie mu and I experimenting with drugs, cocaine and cracks no. And ka wo a cocaine and crack da no. A movie mu na obehunu bi wo a wunu say ye did etuokum nipa da no a movie mu na obehunu bi enti movies no two a ye dey pushing the ideas what you say the ideas amasa ideas no aba be hye utinim no wunu say wo bi adwene bi ba utim say wo pese okun obi a hu ye tuo what you say and these are some of the things the antichrist. The antichrist no say you enya hunhun bia nipa any institutions are nipa created to hinder you from accessing the Christ within you. We did in a Kyidomhene and ne yawada. Medie no abakosem history 101. Blueprint Health Journal Limited. And a file jumedie ho kanyina. Enenti se wo hunu Blueprint Health Journal Limited number no screen so Israel say friend Mr. Otin na ne one any ehun kita ho. Dwumadie ably produced by Kwame Bullet and Black Panda. We did in an Kyidomhene. The mu si ha na makram. Mo yɛ mo ho so yie. Ɛda kwasi ada. Ɛbɛsɛn hyia. Bye bye.